Hello everyone, my name is Christian Alvarado Pizarro.
My name is Nguyen.
My name is Lana.
My name is Ngọc.
And our research and presentation is on William Eggleston.
Here I will be giving you guys some background information on the photographer that we had to do some research on. And that photographer goes by the name of William Eggleston. William Eggleston was born July 27, 1939 in Memphis, Tennessee. He was raised in Sumner, Mississippi with his grandparents, and his full name is William Eggleston. And as a boy, Eggleston enjoyed playing piano, drawing, and working with electronics. At an early age, Eggleston was drawn to visual media. He enjoyed buying postcards, and he enjoyed cutting pictures out for magazines. At the age of 18, he received his first camera, and that camera was a Canon rangefinder. Eggleston was sent to Webb School, and that's a boarding school. He was sent there for a year. He then attended Vanderbilt University for 1 year, Delta State College for 1 semester, and University of Mississippi for 5 years. However, he didn't graduate from any of those that he attended. In 1973 and 1974, Eggleston was a teacher at Harvard University, and now Eggleston currently works and lives in Memphis, Tennessee.
Moving on, we will look at Eggleston activities. First, we will look at the techniques that he used in his photography. Eggleston is known for his color photography. He started using color film in the mid-1960s, and the dye transfer process allowed Eggleston to perform color photography. Basically, dye transfer process is a color printing technique that involves applying 3 dye layers, cyan, magenta, and yellow, to create a photographic print. After observing the stark effect of dye transfer printing on advertising while teaching at Harvard, he applied it into his works. Dye transfer printing allowed Eggleston to capture American life in a unique way. Eggleston has several achievements in his life. In 1976, Eggleston color photographs were exhibited at MoMA, marking the first MoMA exhibition of color photographs. This is a valuable historical point for color photography around the world. He's also received many awards. For example, in 1989, he received the award 54 Master Photographers of 1960 to 1979 award by Photographic Society of Japan. In 2004, he received the award Getty Images Lifetime Achievement Award by the International Center of Photography. And in 2013, he received the award Outstanding Contribution to Photography Award by the World Photography Organization in London.
Other projects. In the 1970s, Eggleston also experimented with videos. He created a several hours long film called Stranded in Canton. The film was about underground scenes such as public urination and drunken parties, which suggests the idea of looking at subjects that society tends to ignore. Then he worked with a filmmaker to produce more films, including Annie, produced in 1982, and True Stories, 1986. Eggleston photographs were also used as album covers and music inspiration. For example, the band Spoon used his photograph as an album cover for the 2010 album Transference. Besides that, Eggleston is also passionate about music. In 2017, he released the album Music. Eggleston also released some books and portfolios. Flowers, released in 1978, was a photograph book that features flowers. The Louisiana Projects, released in 1980, was a photograph book featuring the beauty of Louisiana. Here are some quotes from William Eggleston. Whether a photo or music, or a drawing or anything else I might do, is ultimately all an abstraction from my peculiar experience. This quote was interesting to us because it seems like Eggleston sees life as a series of unique experiences that differ for everyone, and any art pieces that are made from one's life allow them to look at a specific moment in detail and from another angle. Here's another quote. I had this notion of what I call a democratic way of looking around, that nothing was more or less important. We found this quote quite intriguing because it can be interpreted as that all of the subjects in Eggleston photographs are either all important are all insignificant. Regardless of interpretation, this democratic way of looking at society allows all parts of life to be photographed and commemorated.
William Eggleston's work. The Red Ceiling, formerly known as Greenwood, Mississippi. It was taken in 1973 at the home of his friend in Greenwood, Mississippi. The photo showcases a deep red ceiling with a light bulb and wires running across. The quote in the slide shows how he feels about his own photograph. He points out that the intense red color is hard to reproduce accurately in prints, showing how he pushed the boundaries of photography by using color in such a bold way. This photo remained one of his most famous images. In 2012, 3 dozen of Eggleston's larger format prints was sold for $5.9 million in an auction at Christie to benefit the Eggleston Artistic Trust. The top lot, entitled 1970, set a world auction record for a single print by the photographer at $578,000. It features a tricycle taken from a low angle that looks almost towering, highlighting his unique perspective on regular objects. Huntsville, Alabama, taken in 1970, features a casual image of a businessman in a hotel room. It is one of 48 photographs included in William Eggleston's Guide, a book that accompanied his landmark exhibition at the Museum of Modern Art in 1976. Based on the quote on the slide and the photograph, the way the lighting and colors are used are able to make the ordinary moment feel more meaningful and emotional. This photo, Ashers, Louisiana, taken in 1970, shows a dog licking water from a puddle. It was the first of many photographs in William Eggleston's Guide. The foreground is bat in a warm tinge of yellow and orange, from the dog's coat to the puddle and the ground surrounding it. Though the moment is ordinary, the photograph turns it into something fascinating through Eggleston's unique use of color and composition. This photo is entitled, taken between 1965 and 1974, of a drink being enjoyed on a plane. During this time, he traversed the southern states of his native country, transforming everyday America into a photogenic subject. Even if it's just a simple image, it's also elegant, exemplifying Eggleston's ability to find beauty in the ordinary. This photo is part of Eggleston Graceland, a series of 11 commissioned photographs of Elvis Presley's home. Graceland, a famous symbol of American pop culture, is shown as this photo with a calm and quiet feeling, which contrasts with the big, glamorous image of Elvis Presley. Through Eggleston's lens, the portrayal of Graceland offers a unique perspective of Elvis Presley's personal space. Thank you for listening.